Alcohol lads.
What about the one with
Alcohol.
What about the one with the mouth that pops off the face? That one's fucking disgusting.
Friends, can we start by talking about beer ads and how they make me want to drink beer?
All ads for alcohol are great. All ads for cars, terrible.
Car ads are shocking.
Hold up, guys. Let's probably introduce ourselves first.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of The Uncommon Room. My name is Michael, and joining me today we have...
Natasha.
Riley again.
James.
Emma.
Eamonn.
And for anyone who's wondering, Emma is currently eating a steak
It's
in
so
the recording
good.
studio with us right now.
It's quite a lot of steak.
Smells delicious.
I know, but it's left over and it's
Alright,
free.
cool. So we can. What do you guys want to talk about?
Friends, my idea was that we started by talking about beer ads because on the whole we believe that beer ads are usually really fantastic and entertaining while car ads are really boring. So thoughts on that?
I would say in general, alcohol ads are great. What was the one I saw the other day?
I've got
The
no
one
idea.
where... Oh, well, this story's ruined. Oh, I love the bullet bourbon and cola thing, you know, where it's just like, here it is again. They're always funny, they're always clever. Car ads suck. They're always bad.
Yeah. There's, I think we were doing it in year 8, and there was like a toucan ad. What the fuck? Anyway, I'll stop talking because I'm banging. Anyway.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'd say with car ads, the problem with them is that they follow that like very simple strategy every single time. Whereas with alcohol ads, like they're generally a bit more innovative because there's a lot more restrictions around what you can put in an alcohol ad, so they have to find ways around that to still be able to market the product.
There's one brilliant car ad that I've seen. It's the one with like Eurythmics in the background.
Lucid Dreaming one?
That one is brilliant.
Admittedly.
Yeah.
That is definitely... I saw it and I was like, the best car ad I've ever seen. Probably the only
But
good one.
when you think as well, like the audience is different. Like certain, like the cars you see on the ads are all like minivans.
That's
so you're not
true.
exactly going to
A
be like,
family
let's make this
vehicle.
funny and like bring a bear and attack
Definitely
everyone or
not.
something like that, you know?
Wait. What?
Like the
How-
certain
like,
ads.
The alcohol ones are always like kind of funny and kind of weird. But
Yeah,
like,
it's probably their target audience
Yeah,
because
like
I'm
they're
not
going for
out to buy a
younger-
van. I will acknowledge that.
But I'm going out to buy like bourbon or vodka.
The other car ad that's good is I've just realised the other one is the one with the who's it by? When it's like, don't push me, I'm close to.
Oh,
the
yeah, they
edge."
do.
It's very funny.
That was a good
And
car
salt and
ad.
pepper as well.
I remember that song from GTA Vice City. The video games, everyone. No, we can avoid that.
No,
this
we're
time.
avoiding video games.
I just played this new game. Was it Ratchet or something?
Ratchet Clank?
Is that
Do
a
you-
new
do you
game?
actually play
That's
video
not a
games?
new
I
game.
love video
Because
games.
you were telling me in the comment previously you do, but like
I'm not,
I'm
like-
skeptical.
It's because I don't have much time. Like I'm more of a reader than I am
Yeah.
a video
I'm
gamer.
a big fan of the Nintendo
I find
DS.
video games.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of Nintendo
Like, I grew
games.
up
Nintendo DS is baller. I was still using that when I was year 10. I was getting laughed at the Canberra trip.
I
Okay.
love them.
Okay,
I'll-
we just finished Bioshock.
Bioshock
Now we're
Infinite
going to move on to
is
Infinite this
awesome.
weekend.
Infinite.
We're skipping 2 because
Infinite's so
like
good.
I like 2, but anyway. But
You like 2?
I
I
like
like
2
2 as well.
Yeah.
Everyone didn't like
Yeah,
it because I had a worse
Or we can
ending.
transition back to what was over. I just want to quickly bring that
All,
up.
all I want to
Yeah,
say is
right.
that car ads are boring because they inevitably have to show the car driving around.
Yeah.
And that's really dull.
Yeah.
While a lot of alcohol ads don't show people drinking, they're kind of just people running around having fun.
What about that? One of my favorite car ads is that one that had that little car that's like, when I grow up. I
No,
wanna be
that's
a
the
pilot.
quintessential
That's
irritating car ad.
Yeah,
So
that's
there was
the
a-
number.
I love
the
it.
noise.
I think Jägermeister, their ads are just like so fucking surreal and weird. Like,
Yeah, they're
you
more
know,
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Have
if
you ever
it's
had
because like...
Jägermeister?
Yeah, I
think
have.
that's pretty accurate.
Jäger bombs
Jägermeister's
and
not,
barley.
like, it's not even that strange alcohol.
You have it with
anymore, to
Red
be
Bull
honest.
mostly, and then you die.
I mean, yeah, everyone has a Red Bull. I mean, but Jaeger is.
Does anybody
So Jägermeister's
drink
actually not-
Jaeger? It's like a pleasant drink.
It was.
I don't mind
When you
it.
want to get
I've done
fucked.
it once. With the so in Bali I spent $45 on a round of Jaeger bombs. It was like $9. Sorry, not $9, $45. But look, 9 people. It was great.
Like, I don't understand why everyone like has this perception of Jägermeister apparently as being some like really like weird hardcore alcohol, which is like.
I think it's what you put.
I just don't think it's a very
American
nice...
films. It's like American fraternity films that are
Yeah.
like, yeah, Jaeger bombs.
Don't judge
Just
me.
tastes like
Everyone's
licorice.
cool, man.
More than anything else.
Yeah, like it's,
Not as much as absinthe.
It's
like
Oh,
licorice.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's,
Absinthe.
Have you
But
seen
that's 'cause
Moulin
absinthe-
Rouge with the like? No wait.
Is
what's
it Aniston?
Green
New
Fairy.
Rouge?
No. Moulin Rouge has the Green Fairy in
Again
it.
with the Greek has a scene with absinthe in it.
No one's in Eurotrip.
Yeah,
They're like
Eurotrip.
sculling and then like the two
That
brother and
was-
sister kiss and it's
oh,
really
like,
weird.
That movie
Right.
was on like Foxtel when I was
That
in the
movie
boarding
fucked me
school
up.
back like in year 9. I was like, this movie's
Back a
great.
millennium ago.
And I'm embarrassed.
It's so bad, isn't it?
To be
But
fair,
it's so good.
It's better than American Pie. I will rate that. It's better than anything that has ever been
I
produced.
feel like
now.
if
that
the,
creepy
the
guy on the
bar
train and
is
everything?
beat American Pie, I feel like a lot of films will do that.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Bar has never been lower.
As Paul Blart Cop 2. Yeah, it's about on par with American Pie. What I find interesting about absinthe is that it allegedly had hallucinogenic qualities,
It did.
which it doesn't have.
Not
apparently.
anymore. No, it doesn't have it anymore.
no,
They
it
took
doesn't.
out.
I
I learnt all this on like a walking
It's
tour
just-
in
Oh,
Spain.
Explain. So what did they do
Which
to
one?
absinthe which changed it?
They put it through sugar or some shit.
You're not allowed to
Yeah,
have
they like refined
something
the
in
alcohol
it.
or something.
Cocaine.
Isn't it?
No,
But
like
also-
the sugar often
What's
had
that
like
thing
opium.
In the rest of
Oh, okay.
So it was
Yeah,
like,
I think
it was
wormwood.
laudanum.
Kirkby had some, and we had a
Alright.
shot of that.
In the
Yeah.
rest of the world, it's not
Poop
allowed
deck
to be
and I was
green
like-
anymore as well.
Oh,
What
okay.
the fuck?
Wait,
That's
wait,
like
the
define rest of the
distinctive
world.
bit of absinthe.
I don't know, most of Europe. That because
But wait,
all the famous
who is the rest and who is
architects
the
and
place where
painters
it's
were all on
allowed to?
absinthe.
Where's the place where it still
Here,
can be?
it's
Yeah.
green.
Is it? So Australia
No,
is-
that's not.
it's just
That's not
expensive.
proper
Surely not.
absinthe though.
Isn't
Yeah.
it like low content, like low alcohol?
It doesn't
It's
have
still
any wormwood
60%.
in it. Wormwood's the thing that gets everyone jittery.
Yeah, but it's with the hallucinogenic.
the alleged hallucination.
Because it
Again,
definitely
I
used to have
don't think it
hallucinogenic
is.
because that's what all the like painters and artists were on at the time when they were.
Yeah, but I think their problem wasn't they were hallucinating. I think they just had a lot of alcohol all the time and were doing lots
Well,
of
all
other stuff
their
as
like
well.
painted that was all their paintings were like warped and everyone was like, "Whoa, what are these people on?" And it
Are we
was
talking about
absinthe.
surrealists or like
Yeah, like which
back in the
painters, 'cause-
day?
Maybe.
Picasso.
Picasso? Oh yeah, I can
Okay,
understand
yeah.
him being on Lord and sorry, not
Yeah, that
absinthe.
building.
Yeah, Picasso and
Wait, am I thinking of the right person?
That
no,
building.
Picasso's the
Salvador
painter,
Dali.
but the
Are you
architect.
thinking of the Sistine Chapel?
Oh yeah, I
I'm
love
thinking that one
Picasso's
that was never
movies.
finished. And it's held very big.
Yeah, the huge what is it called? Sagrada Familia.
And it was like never finished and he died.
You lost me.
Yeah,
Is
it's in Spain.
it's
I went to
re-
see
But
it.
it is
It's
from
awesome.
Picasso though.
And
No, it's
Picasso
what's his
in
name? I've forgotten his.
Spain.
Why have I forgotten his name? He's super famous. He's
I
famous.
know.
Like, it was like way ahead of his
Salvador
time. No.
Michael.
Is that the guy that
He's-
like shut himself inside of he was going
Oh,
blind and
okay,
everything,
okay.
and he shut himself inside a cottage and painted shit in the walls. And it was really
No,
creepy. And
he. Oh, what's his name? He's Why have I forgotten?
There's
I
like a
just did this
painting
huge
of
walking tour around
Cronus
the whole
eating the
time I was
heads
in
of his
Europe.
children.
And he has
The
all
whole
this,
time
and he's got all this famous architecture, and they kind of look Dr. Seussy,
Yeah.
and they're
Please
really
let
like
us sleep.
weird, and he's so ahead of his time, and nothing looks like it.
But it's not Picasso.
It's not Picasso. It's the other guy. Why have I forgotten his
So he
name?
was
You
an
want me to
architect.
go? Oh, I don't have my phone.
I'm gonna spend this
Salvador
whole podcast
Dali?
trying to remember his name. No, that's the
No.
one that I say by accident.
Did anyone bring their phone into
I
the
have
room
my
with
phone.
them?
No.
Here, I'll just
Where's
look.
my phone?
I'll just Google it.
Yeah,
Did
just,
someone pass me my water bottle?
Google
I mean,
Sagrada
admittedly, it might be
Familia.
difficult
I'll
to
let you
understand like
Google
Google
it, 'cause I have
weird
no idea
walking
what you're
tour
saying.
But I also
architects,
want to.
so-
I also want to guess.
All right.
Honestly,
There's
what-
probably
There'll
when
be-
this goes up,
there'll
there'll
be
be
like
some
an
listener being like,
epiphany
"It's so and so,
Yeah,
you
there
idiot."
won't be anyone who's like that.
There
I
will.
guarantee you.
It will be like us listening and just being like.
We do
Who's
not
this
have
it?
the circulation
I always
to have
forget his
people
name.
like.
Gaudi. That's it.
Oh, Gaudi!
Gaudi.
Ah.
Yeah,
Classic.
Yeah, he
Oh,
gets you.
man.
I don't know
He
who
was
that
he
is.
was a good one.
I'll find out.
So hands up who actually knows who
What?
Gaudi is.
You can't
No,
say my hands.
you'll
on the
recognize
podcast.
the architecture when you see it. It's like super iconic.
All right, but I will point out that none of the people listening to this will recognize the architecture
So-
because they can't see it.
Speaking of architecture and apparently weird stuff, do you know what I watched last night, which I hadn't seen for many years?
Was it
Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
That movie's
And there was a
awesome.
thing where they said
How did
like
they get you prompt you from architecture?
because in one of the things they talk about how like the building where she was staying had like selenium support in
That's
the
a
strange
It's Frank's
film.
segue. Just go with it.
My
My favourite
it's not
bit-
a segue, it's an aside. I want to
favorite
move
bit
back.
in that movie is when like Rick Moranis
Wait,
is
say?
like, okay guys, who bought the dog? And they bust down the
No,
door.
that's not the right one.
Yeah, it's Rick Moranis.
There's
isn't
several
it?
books. Oh no, I know what the
The
several
like
from
creepy
here.
But
one.
yeah, so absent.
If you go back a page, on.
So what made it green though? I want to get back to this.
I'm
Food
not
colouring?
sure. See, a lot of
Surely
alcohols
not.
have
It's
colour
not
just
food
because of
colouring.
the things that they kept in. That sort of thing.
Yeah, it's
Like
probably
rum is its colour because it's kept in wooden barrels, and that's
It's
why you
also
can
like
get
got a
white
lot of
rum.
sugar in it.
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is
why
white
rum,
rum just kept
that's
in?
what darkens whiskey and rum.
That's
Oh,
what does
the
it. Whiskey and
argue.
rum are
I'm
darkened by the
stupid.
barrels they kept in.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why people.
Wait, so what's white rum kept in?
Not wood.
Glass.
yeah, I'm not sure.
It's produced like
In glass.
I mean, like
They,
Malibu
they might
is
just
white
distill
rum.
it again or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
That's kept in.
So it's Bacardi.
Or Bacardi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
white rum is distilled more.
White
than
rum
dark
isn't
rum.
as good as dark rum.
I agree.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter.
But it's good for cocktails.
I used to love Malibu when I was like 14.
Mojitos.
Yum.
No.
I love
I would
When
say
when I
best
first started
cocktail.
drinking though, I started drinking Malibu and Coke, and I was like, I'm a cool kid.
It's
I've
delicious.
made
though.
it.
It is a
Okay.
delicious
It
combination.
is delicious. Turns out I wasn't. But
Oh.
so
What were
yeah,
you drinking?
Malibu and Coke.
No, it turns out
No, he wasn't a cool kid.
Yeah,
I think you're cool.
I thought it turns out it wasn't delicious, and I was
turns
like,
out I wasn't delicious.
Oh, please
My first
stop.
proper drink was Malibu and lemonade. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a good it's a
Mine
good
was-
side drink.
Mine was
Bailey's
vodka.
coffee.
yeah, mine was definitely Bailey's because I've been drinking it since like 12.
Mine was probably a
At
Corona
every
or
family
something.
gathering.
That
it was
being
like,
said, I'm Irish as
Bailey's.
shit, so I had Bailey's at
Explains a lot.
9.
It does.
No, mine was, I think the first time
I'm
I
from a
drank
long
was
line of
vodka.
alcoholics.
My friend and I snuck it out of her friend's house and went to Macca's and got some lemonade and just walked around. I got so wasted.
So sorry to all our under 18 listeners, but like,
Yeah.
what's the one drink that you despise? Because I cannot get around this
Tequila.
tequila thing. Thank you.
No, I love
No.
Oh my
tequila.
goodness.
I got so wasted at Mexicana 2 years ago.
Everyone
I-
says
I-
this.
This stupid
I-
joke that tequila's a nice drink. Like, let's
No,
let it
no,
go.
no, it's not a nice drink. People don't accept that, but it's
Let's
fun.
be clear. Let's be clear. No alcohol is actually a nice drink.
No, there are nice drinks.
Wine?
No.
Wine,
so
yeah, red
wine is nice, beer is nice. I would say, although I know people disagree, that rum and
Cocktails?
whiskey are nice.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not
Gin,
Cider?
gin is
cocktails?
I
nice.
love
Cider's
gin.
fucking
All
best.
cocktails?
I'm-
If I served you a
delicious.
gin and tonic, you would not have to force
Yeah,
that
I
down.
can't
I
stand
love
it.
gin.
I am
Gin.
going
Gin
to
is
throw my
delicious.
cards on the
It's
table and say
slice
that
of
no
fresh
alcohol
lime.
tastes better than anything just like orange juice.
No,
You're
No.
wrong.
Wrong.
Completely
Wrong.
disagree.
A mojito is possibly my
Fran-
favorite flavor
yeah.
in a drink ever.
Franz, you would have a valid
Yeah.
point if you weren't completely wrong. Like, you were just so off
It's
So
just
topic.
like this
far
half
from
of the
the
room
right
is
point.
alcoholics, I
And
think.
this half of the room is correct.
But the thing is, even if you do love orange juice, you can mix it with other things. But
Yeah,
I
like
just
alcohol.
Mexico
The
driver.
point is, the only reason you drink is because you have to get through the day, not because you enjoy it.
Jesus Christ.
What? I don't-
really fucking dumb.
We found out a lot
remember,
about
kids,
Franz.
Franz was cool.
No.
The only reason you
Get up
drink
those
is to
Cokes and
get through the
Mayos.
What
day.
is, have you had like a
It's
terrible
2K
night on
15.
tequila? Is that why you hate it?
Not a terrible night on tequila, but a lot of my friends are the big, oh, let's go get a tequila shot people. And I think, oh, I could waste my money some other way. Like, I just don't think tequila shots are
So,
super
I love
nice.
them.
like,
I love
okay, I don't like tequila. I mean, obviously, I already find I don't like taste. I don't mind
You
tequila.
prefer an orange
I would prefer an orange juice.
if it would get you through the day.
Tequila,
Yeah.
orange juice, and bitters is
That
actually
sounds
really,
fucking
really
awful.
nice.
It's
That
really
sounds
Three
nice.
things that
nice.
shouldn't go together, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
Anyway,
interesting.
everyone's like, let's go to tequila shop, let's have an orange scene. So,
Orange shade
I,
is nice.
I don't mind tequila. Like I don't drink it for anything. I like it's a ritual drink. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
it's a party
okay.
you do as a
Yeah,
party night,
it's a
like,
party
yeah.
drink.
Okay.
It gets
I
you
just-
excited. The lemon, the salt, it's also
I
fun.
also- I
you
literally-
would never do a tequila shot by yourself, though. Either.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Then why do you like it?
I
Franz?
would
Has anyone
rather-
eaten the worm or the scorpion that comes in the bottle of it? Like
I-
it
Wait, what?
I
you
in
put a
super-
worm in the bottom
yeah.
of tequila, it soaks up the alcohol, and
Yeah,
if you eat it, you
in
get so
super
fucked.
high-end ones, you can get maggots, you can get worms,
Yeah.
scorpions.
So in high-end tequila, you
These
get
are
a
all
maggot.
reasons
Yeah,
why I
they
don't
drop
think
a maggot
tequila
in
is a
there,
good
and
drink.
like it's
That's
really
so
good
bizarre.
because you can
Sure.
tell if the tequila has gone bad because if it has
scorpion's
the
dead.
thing, it no.
This really
it's
smashed
dissolved
scorpion
at the bottom,
just
and
swimming
there's just like a
around.
sludge. But if it's good tequila, it stays.
I
as
think
whole
when a
thing.
good version
It
of your
preserves
drink
it.
is measured by how many like invertebrates are put in it, it is not a good drink.
Yeah, exactly.
That is why I don't
The
like
fact that it has a
tequila.
maggot in it to start with, I'm like,
You could very
yeah.
easily.
Yeah,
That
but
is
the-
why I'm
The
sticking
thing
to
is,
gin.
though, like if
Gin
you
is
finish the
so
bottle
nice.
and then you
Yes.
eat the maggot,
Hendrick's
apparently
gin.
it gets you really fucked up.
That just sounds awful.
Gin
I
and
mean,
tonics
okay,
are
actually,
just-
I've had sex before, so it's not that bad. But
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't make a habit of it.
Is
They're
this
gonna-
turning
they're
into a
gonna
segue
replace
on
meat,
how
man.
we feed the world with insects? Or is nobody keen to talk about that?
No.
I am keen to talk about that.
No.
But like,
Is
Is this
20
one of our
years' time,
private Facebook discussions at 2 a.m?
I don't want to think about the impending horror just yet.
Alright, we'll leave it be.
But we're going to feed the world with insects is basically where that point's going.
Yeah, basically.
So that's how we cure poverty.
There's a big
No, that's
argument
how
that
we,
you can
like,
feed
stop the human
starvation.
race from-
I thought we weren't going to talk about this.
We weren't, but
It's in Pelican.
We're here now.
We've
It's
lost
really
we've lost the listeners already. It's
The-
happening.
We never had them to begin with, to be fair.
yeah,
We should just turn this into a mixology podcast. If it was about alcohol, I reckon we'd have a higher listening.
Okay, well,
base.
as we go through, I mean, obviously we have to think of the intro song while we're doing it, and I realise that it's not a spoiler to the intro song during the podcast because for some reason I thought it was last week.
You
I
make
think-
you make
That's
this
strange.
comment like every week as
you
well.
mean last week?
Yeah, so 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's the trend. No, so I thought it was a spoiler. Apparently, it's not because that's not how time works. When people listen to it, they're going to hear the intro.
Are we going to edit this whole section out?
We're not. No. I mean, I can't be bothered editing.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's our
Feels.
starting song?
Well, we know, but like things
Alright.
we
You
go
do like a whistling or something. I don't know. What's something cool? I don't know.
Just one whistle, one long whistle.
Just a beep.
No,
Beep.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly soundtrack. That'd be
Yeah,
The whole
that's
thing.
tequila.
The whole
No, I
thing.
just-
That's tequila. Not the whole thing, but like.
What about the whole audio track to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
We should
the
have
film?
segments on it.
Actually, you
Three
know
hour
what?
before the
Just
podcast
put
starts.
the audio of the film at the beginning of the podcast.
What about
this
the
podcast
entire
just
audio
comes-
book of The Tree of Man by Patrick White?
What about we release this podcast as a commentary track to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and about 20 minutes in, people go, hang on, they haven't talked about the film at all. This is a bunch of alcoholics.
I think we should have segments on the podcast.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Like there could be an anecdotal segment where each week someone tells like a ridiculous story that's happened to them.
how about you get started?
I don't have any.
I have a
Sounds like-
ridiculous story, but you all know about it anyway.
I probably don't.
We are on the
mate.
podcast. Our listeners may know.
No, I don't know. This is something that no one needs to know.
Why would you
Okay.
suggest it
No.
on the public anecdotal segment?
Does anyone
Idiots.
here have an anecdote? We are searching for an anecdote, people.
This is something that
Callers.
No, I've not got no idea.
It was a good idea, and then I remembered we're all
I
boring.
just really wanted to come in here and talk about how much I hate that ad that ends with "Don't hold back." Awful ad, but I feel like we've got that out of the way though, so I've got nothing else to add.
Have you
What
have you
company is
noticed
that?
those like ads now? The thing is like people will run and then somehow jump into the car and the car will appear around them.
Yeah, like
Like,
it's
it'll
a
be a
trans-
tiger
they were
and
talking
then
about
it'll
the
turn
like
into
it's a
a
really
Yeah.
lame transformer.
It's-
You're like that's kind of
Oh,
cool,
no,
but
no,
also
no,
pretty.
no.
It's from nowhere.
Tron, maybe?
And it's like
Yeah,
a
it's
fucking
kind of a bit
cheetah,
like
and
Tron.
it turns into a car.
Yeah, there's the one where it's a cheetah and it turns
I've
into
got
a
a
car.
topic.
All right.
I've got a good topic.
Do you have anything to say about this topic this time?
Rather than just talking
The build-up is half
Okay.
of the
Wait,
topic.
I've got a better topic.
Recent-
How about the fall of the Berlin Wall?
No,
Let's
okay.
do it. Did you know that it happened during the 60s? Oh, sorry, I was thinking about the building of the Berlin Wall. Happened during the 60s. I didn't know it was
Yeah.
that late. I thought that thing sprang up straight away.
Anyways,
No.
please
Back
change
to my topic.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone got the new iPhone update with the emojis?
No.
I don't have.
I'm out of the loop. I'm
Okay,
probably-
well,
I'm
the readers, the listeners will. Essentially, the iPhone update has emojis. It's very good. It's very progressive for everyone's skin tone. The problem is
Oh,
the
I heard
default emoji is yellow. Idiots all around the world are using the yellow emojis. They're not for the use. They're the default. They're
Wait.
they're not colored properly. You're supposed to hold it down and select your skin tone that applies
Wait.
to you.
Wow,
That's
that's
really
cool.
PC.
Oh.
But
The
everyone
smiley-
is using
but the
yellow, and I'm
smiley
like, that's
face.
not the
Okay.
emoji.
The-
Select
I'm
your
sure
skin
Why
tone.
is
colour
it
they
default
didn't
though?
Because
include.
I mean, I
I don't know.
don't
Is
want
it
to
like
go
the
there.
Simpsons? Because all the emojis are yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go. Is
I'm
it,
holding it down. It's not doing it.
is it because
You haven't
of
got the update.
racism?
So
and it's meant to be-
No,
Watch
no.
it.
Okay.
Yellow is the default, as in
That's
like,
what I was thinking,
as in like the
is
yellow
it because-
version
Can I have
isn't
one, please?
even like colored properly. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like the person, you know, the emojis of the like, you know, the girl with the pink T-shirt and the brown hair.
Yep,
with
yep,
all the
yep,
hand signs. Yeah. Okay. In the yellow version, everything is yellow because it's the default. You hold her and you set her skin tone, and her hair changes to accordingly. My problem here is no one is setting their skin tones, which is the whole point of the update, was to set the skin tone that matches
Surely,
you.
if you're
So it's
communicating with
personalised.
someone one-on-one,
But
they
it's
know
ugly. It's
they
so
know that it's
ugly.
you
But why
sending
does
that
it
message.
matter
So
so
if they,
No,
if you
because
send them a
everyone's on
message that's the
Instagram
wrong
all the
skin
time.
tone, they're like, oh, who's that meant to represent? What's
No,
this sad face for?
the
And then
point-
they've got to add a disclaimer saying, oh no, it's me. You can tell by the skin tone. And then
No.
they go, oh, I thought this was just some random that nicked your phone because it had the wrong skin tone. Like, surely that's like a very, I guess it's no harm.
Why does it matter?
The
Yeah.
point is that
Yellow is default, and everyone knows it
No,
as
but
like you just associate.
it's
it.
ugly. It's so ugly. It
What
makes
colour-
everyone's photos look terrible, and nobody is just doing the right thing.
What color would you
It was
prefer
intended for a
was?
purpose, and it's
You prefer
you just
it being
select
white.
your skin tone.
So you just like pick white. Well,
Well, for
Caucasian.
I pick white.
It's just, it seems pointless. Like everyone knows and associates the yellow as just like a neutral.
No, not the little hands. Not the emoji face. Like the
The
little
fa-
hands.
Oh, the little hands. Who's using those?
Not
Mine
the
are
emoji
blue.
yellow face.
Oh,
No.
wait, you mean the
That's
thumbs
my
up?
skin
That's-
color, blue.
Wait, I'm thinking Facebook now.
No.
I
Okay.
think Facebook's entire
Because that thing's got a
conversation.
white glove on, doesn't it?
No, it's got a blue glove.
Yeah, it's blue. Mine
It's-
are all just blue.
Oh, you're right. I
Old
take it
Facebook
back.
has a
I
little-
take it back.
Anyone
No,
have-
I should clarify. It's not the little round yellow emojis. They're yellow. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So you're cool with
It's the
those.
little hands and the people. The people are all yellow,
Oh.
and no one
You
is
mean the
selecting
ones-
their skin tones.
You mean the ones
It's
that are like
absurd.
Like there's that
thumbs
little
up,
emoji
peace,
with a turban
little
and he's
hands
like,
up,
You know what
praying
it,
sign.
it could be that people aren't reading the update text and they don't know that it exists.
No, 'cause then it
Surely,
comes-
surely nobody would just
No, no,
click
no.
through the update screen without reading all of the disclaimers.
Does anyone
I
read
refuse
No,
to
no,
believe
no,
that
because if
happens.
you don't have the update, it comes up
They
as a
suck
little
themselves
alien
in.
box, and people who don't have the update can only put white hands. That's why they changed it. There is no yellow emojis until the update, because there was only white. That's why people were mad.
I'm
They
pleased
were
we're
like,
dealing with
"It's
the
only
big
white."
issues.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is people might just look at it and be like, oh, why did they change the colour?
Or to yellow and not realise.
And
And not
not care.
realise.
Like they might not realise.
Is this
Okay.
now a is
Then
this
they
now
are
an
idiots.
announcement?
Yeah.
Would you like to make an announcement?
Yeah, public service announcement.
Yeah, that's what I was
Select your
looking for.
damn skin tone.
Why is the default yellow though? They're just being like.
Because the emoji faces are yellow.
Oh,
yeah, that's
I
like
would-
yeah,
that's
that
That
I
makes
makes
just
a lot more
sense.
sense.
associate
I'm
it.
cool with that though.
Yeah, why does it matter?
They
I
are
see.
so ugly. The little hands.
Ah.
They
I keep forgetting this is not a racist thing.
What?
should be. What?
Like yellow and Asian
Oh,
people
yeah.
in China.
Maybe that's why. Is that like the majority of the
Yeah,
world's
but it's
population,
usually
or a
prob-
plurality?
That's what
the
I
people
was
who are
thinking, but
manufacturing
like.
the phone.
So I'm envisioning
Yeah, but
though,
I don't think they were
it's
like,
a bright
oh.
yellow, yeah?
I don't think they
Is
sat
it
there
like
and went,
programming
oh,
it?
we're
I-
yellow.
If I ever make any influential position in society.
I think it all stems from that original like happy face thing that
That's
was
what
made
I
from the
think.
paint splash,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That was yellow.
The paint
That's
splash.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one that
like the
Forrest Gump
original-
made in that film.
Yeah.
yeah, like that was a joke, but that actually did happen. Like it was a mistake that face came up. It was a chemical spill.
Did Forrest Gump
Yeah.
come before Watchmen?
didn't
Oh,
know
that
this.
is.
Pardon?
That is
Did
cool.
Forrest Gump come before Watchmen?
Yeah.
No.
No, it didn't. Forrest Gump came out in 94.
1980.
That
Wow,
face.
Watchmen
Watchmen came out
old.
in 1984.
Well, Watchmen's a comic.
Okay, yeah.
True.
Forrest Gump came out in 94.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay,
10 years
okay.
after.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That face is like way older than Watchmen though.
Yeah, I assume probably would be actually.
I think human faces generally date back to well before Watchmen, at least to the 17th
You would
century.
notice I did not actually suggest a human face originated in the 80s, Riley.
I'm
so-
trying to make you look bad.
I
I'm
feel like
dragging
I'm
this
alone.
podcast down with me.
I feel like I'm alone in liking the Watchmen movie. Like
I like this.
I thought it was
liked as
interesting.
well.
I'll never watch it again
I don't
because
think
it's
you're
3
alone at
hours.
all.
But
I
yeah.
know
I've
many
never
people
watched
that
the
like
Watchmen.
that film.
I've never watched it.
you should watch it.
Who
You
was
should
it?
watch.
There's a
I feel
big
like-
blue dude not wearing any clothes. That's always
Yeah.
interesting.
I feel like people
What?
just don't like Zach Wilde.
Who's
Because-
Zack Wilde?
Snyder?
Yeah.
Oh, Zack Snyder.
Jesus.
Did he make
Confusing
Sucker
those
Punch? Because I
acts.
found that
Yeah,
movie
he did.
surprisingly entertaining.
What? That movie was terrible.
Which
It's
one?
quite
So-
entertaining, I
What
reckon.
movie?
I literally
Which
was
Sucker
like, this
Punch?
couldn't get any worse. And
Again,
I
watch
was
a
so
lot of TV,
excited.
yo.
He
I'm
also
not very
made
good.
300 and the 2004 remake of Dawn of the Dead.
What?
300
Both
wasn't
of those
terrible.
movies are baller.
Yeah, it was
good.
good.
He does very stylization very well. Just on substance.
It's just Sucker Punch I had a problem.
He
with.
made
Why?
He made Man
The plot
Man
was
of Steel.
absurdly
Yeah,
terrible.
he's doing
And
the
the
new,
acting
he's,
was also
he's doing
terrible.
Batman Superman
Everyone
again.
was just so bad in that
You
film.
see, the thing is, you're
So
not
I think
judging a movie.
ever
by
so
what you
slowly
have
we're
to.
drifting back to comic books, so well done,
You're,
guys.
you're not judging the movie though by what's meant to be judged on, like not what's meant to be. But
But I don't care.
I
Like,
think it
if
can
your
often
acting
be-
was so appalling that I was like
Okay,
about to
If
vomit,
we're talking
I'm
about
out.
movies, what do you look for in a movie that makes you like it? Because I really like good cinematography and good music.
But it depends what the movie's trying to achieve. Like, okay,
No, it doesn't.
doesn't.
I don't
It
walk
does.
in there with the movie's agenda. I just go along and I like good cinematography and good music. Even if
Okay.
it's got a rubbish plot, I
do
will
you
enjoy
like,
it.
say,
Yeah, the
Pulp
cinematography
Fiction?
was
Just good
love
acting.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that's sort of
My
like
main
like
thing is
thing.
just
Oh, wait,
acting
wait,
well.
Hang on.
Pulp Fiction, 12 Angry Men.
Yeah?
Okay,
Great.
Would you say this movie had good cinematography?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic
No.
cinematography.
Because it served a purpose.
The
It's-
Pulp Fiction
cinematography
had
makes
really good
Pulp Fiction. The
cinematography.
cinematography is brilliant.
Fucking God.
The thing with the
Really?
Where are you
cinematography,
at?
Like editing, like
the
It's
Yeah, maybe it had
cinematography-
bad editing, but I don't care
he
about
literally
editing.
puts a fucking pillar in the middle of the lobby for no reason. He's breaking lines like all over the place. Quentin Tarantino should not be allowed behind the camera.
But the,
I don't love
That's the
Quentin
whole
Tarantino.
point, is that he's like interesting.
the
if
cinematography,
interesting means bad, but
it's
But like,
Just
it's
because
supposed to
something
be
doesn't
pulp,
abide by the
though.
norm doesn't make it
Alright,
bad.
an example I'd have is, say, Master and Commander, starring my favourite actor, Russell Crowe, which has just got
Oh.
such great
Yeah.
cinematography, really nice music. It's just a good movie.
You like Russell Crowe?
Too bad Russell
Yeah, I
Crowe
like
is
Russell
a
Crowe.
fool.
Russell
Yeah.
Russell Crowe's a good actor.
Not Russell
No,
Crowe.
he's not.
He was a good actor about 10 years ago.
He's
I think
so
he's
bad.
still alright.
He's
No.
done some shit.
He just has some weird
Like-
opinions.
When he
Like
did
Les
Les
Mis, yeah.
that was the
Les
worst.
Mis.
Oh,
He did
that's
not-
that's poor casting. He
Okay.
gave it a go.
The point was,
I'm so happy he
Gave
killed
it his
himself
all.
at the end of it because he just needed to. Like he was killing
Jump.
me. Like, when he was
flip.
thinking about it, I was just like, I
Do
will push
it.
you. I will push you.
okay. The point was,
No,
made
he's
though,
not a singer.
is
I'll
that there are
admit that.
multiple objectives by which you can judge a movie accomplishing. It can be a good story, it can be good acting, it can be drama, it can
Acting
be
is a
visually
huge thing
like
for me. It
can be
exciting.
really
It's gotta
good
be
titles.
but good movies are a mixture of all of those things.
But not every good movie is. Like, not every good movie has a really good plot behind it.
No. The plot doesn't. This is the thing, though. The plot doesn't have to be like. I like films where not a lot happens. I love them. They're like my favorite kind of film. But that doesn't necessarily mean the plot is bad.
Have you ever seen
The plot is bad when there are holes in it and it's
So
just
bad.
complicated for no
Exactly.
reason, e.g. Sucker Punch.
But
like-
and when they just try to do
Think
weird
about that
things.
movie.
A
Why would
plot-
you
some-
come
a movie where not much happens doesn't
to a
necessarily mean the
planet
plot's bad.
where
It just
your
means it's
weakness
simple.
is
But it doesn't
Okay.
mean
Yeah,
it's
it is
bad.
with
Right.
And he's like
so,
a priest.
With Joaquin
My problem is when
Yes,
they
that's it, yes,
like
sorry.
Sucker
guys,
Punch.
we can't do this. We can't have two conversations at once.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
That's more important than yours.
Speaking of the microphone.
Yeah, when they try to make a plot too complicated and it just falls apart because of that.
Tash.
Like, oh yeah, true. I'm facing that. Or they make a plot they try to go for, the simple plot approach, but then don't go about it the right way. Like, just because it's simple or just because it's complicated doesn't make me not like the film. It's the way they execute the plot that they're going for.
Sure, okay, so good and bad, obviously, they're going to be there for subjective terms. So the point is, there is not a single metric by which you judge that this is a good plot. The
Yeah,
plot
I
can
agree.
vary
No,
according to
that's
the
not-
movie.
no, that- yeah.
By the same metric, there's not a single thing where you say this plot goes well, because every movie will have a plot of sorts. Every movie will have visuals of sorts.
Who are
the
you
point is whether or
arguing
not they actually value this in the movie. I'm saying you don't need to have good
Yeah.
acting or even a good
I agree.
story
No,
to make
I-
a good
Yeah.
movie.
I think
think
I think
also-
the
I agree.
acting is so important though.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's a
yeah.
fantastic film. That's one of
That
my
is-
favorite films.
But that's
would you say
really
that
good
acting is
acting.
good?
I'd say the
It's-
acting is really good
it's
for
good.
what it
It's-
is.
But that's the
Trashy,
point.
it's
Like it's
good.
Yeah, I think
it's-
you've got to consider with some of these things, like with Pulp Fiction, for example, with the cinematography, and with Rocky Horror for the acting, it's stylized.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's designed to pursue a particular purpose.
Like, the
And then-
characters are ridiculous, but you
also-
can't say that Tim Curry puts on a bad performance.
Oh,
in it.
yeah.
But
Exactly.
also, you have to think liking things is also subjective based on the person. So
Yeah,
people have
for
different
sure. Yeah,
values
some
that
people
they
don't like
place on
stylized
each of
things.
those things.
Yeah, Grant. So in that case, the point is there is no universal valuation of what the most important component of a movie is.
No.
Yeah, but
But
I.
you can tell when something is being done badly and
Yes,
it's
you
affecting
can,
the
and
film.
there
But
are bad
we're just
movies.
when
Yeah,
I
you
say that
suck
I
a
like
bunch.
cinematography, I'm just speaking
The Room.
personally. I'm not saying that you should all like cinematography because I do.
No, I love cinematography. I fucking
Thank
love it.
you.
It's like my thing. But the point is, you can have bad cinematography but a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know.
But you're judging good cinematography based on a set of rules that some guy created.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that
cinematography-
guy's friends.
Cinematography is actually one of the more objective things. If you put a pillar in the middle of your shot, for example, it's bad cinematography.
Yeah, no, I agree.
but if
what
it's
if it was
but if it's achieving a
intentional?
purpose.
But I never
What
said
if
that I
it's
love
achieving
Pulp
a
Fiction.
purpose
and
and
therefore
therefore
it's
it's
not
good?
like
that's
bad.
the-
Yeah,
Like-
and if it achieves a purpose,
What if it was an
and achieves
interview
well,
with a
then it's
pillar?
good.
But then your argument's
Yeah,
invalid
so it's
because
not
it was
bad
on purpose.
cinematography.
But at that point, all you're arguing is all art is ultimately subjective, and there is no metric of good and bad, which defeats the entire purpose of the conversation.
Brings me back to my favorite line of Whiplash, where they're sitting around the dinner table and he's like, "What does he say? Something about the music." And he's like, "Isn't music subjective, so no one can win?" And he's just like, "No."
Can there be good and bad movies?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
It's personal
Yes.
opinion. I
If there
disagree.
are good and bad movies, then
No,
why
there are
can a
bad
movie
movies.
be good and bad, but cinematography not be good and bad?
No, I think you
It
can have
I
good
just
and
think
bad
you're wrong that
cinematography.
Pulp Fiction is bad cinematography.
No,
Okay.
I agree. I don't think Pulp Fiction is nearly as good as everyone says it is, and
No.
I don't think the cinematography is that good.
The reason I don't like Pulp
What is
sorry,
wrong with
I
it?
do like
It's
Pulp
still a
Fiction.
good movie. It's just not as good.
I'm on the side of
But
Tim Curry.
This is what
I
I mean.
win.
Like,
Look, I love Tim Curry as well.
Tim
you
Curry's
guys,
amazing.
we all have different values about what we like in the cinematography of Pulp Fiction. Like, you guys prefer it to stick to like a traditional system, and we like the stylized nature of it.
It's not stylized though.
It is stylized.
It is.
The
Murder.
cinematography in Pulp Fiction is not stylized.
It is
Everything Quentin
stylized.
How
Tarantino
stylized?
does is
It
stylized.
has a style.
tell me what element of Pulp Fiction cinematography is stylized.
Like, it's a very
Franz.
recognizable style. Like, you can mention Pulp Fiction and immediately.
Mention one movie convention of that cinematography which is stylized. For
I
example,
don't know
like,
all the conventions,
Okay,
Franz.
so,
I just
like,
know that it
he's-
has a
he's
The
in
style.
way he
car.
shoots it, like it's.
Yeah, it's
He's in the car and
different.
he's doing the shot of heroin. That's stylized. It's like close up to the heroin.
it's a
shot.
close up. That's not a style. Okay,
Pretty
Wes
stylish.
Anderson,
Still,
right,
like,
doing
it's-
Dollhouse
it's
Effect,
noir.
shooting
Yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
Okay, Wes
shoots
Anderson's
all-
a god.
shoot- okay, so here's an example. He shoots all of his backgrounds, all of his subjects perpendicular to the background. It's a very simple 90 degrees. It has a dollhouse effect, right? If
Perfect.
you watch it,
Wes
you're going to have a
Anderson.
flat background and you're going to have the. I mean, I'm doing hand gestures, you can't see it if you're listening. Point is, watch the movies, you understand what I'm talking about. It's perpendicular to the backdrop. That is a stylized element. There's no style to the cinematography in Pulp Fiction. It's just basic cinematography. And there are elements where it gets very wrong because Quentin Tarantino did the cinematography himself.
Before this conversation gets completely
Yeah, let's-
derailed, how good is the Grand Budapest
Oh
Hotel?
my
That
god,
is
Oh,
so
that was
good.
Is it actually?
Should've won
It
Oscar.
so
is
good.
so
it's
good.
only 90 minutes as well. There's
Isn't
no
that-
excuse not
Yeah,
to
it's
watch
true.
Is
it.
that the
Yeah,
one
it's
that's
really
like
good.
all the really old actors that are like amazing?
Yeah,
Maybe that
yeah, no,
one,
it
and
has
they're
a lot
all
of
in a
old
hotel?
actors, and it has
Well,
Ray
it's got
Fiennes
all
being
of Wes
fantastic.
Anderson's favorite actors in
Also,
it.
Yeah.
It's got all of my favourite actors
And
in it
isn't
too.
the guy
Which
from-
similarly overlap.
I did
Isn't
want
the
to
guy
flag
from
earlier.
Jenna? What's it? Slumdog Millionaire in it? Is that the one?
Dev
Patel,
he's
not
in
in
it.
it.
You're thinking of, I know what you're thinking of, the
Dev
Best
Patel.
Exotic
Yeah.
Marigold Hotel.
That is a
First
good
movie,
one.
cute. Second movie, disgusting.
I
They made a
assume
second?
Disgusting. Wow.
It was literally just like, ooh,
Literally
we made money off the
vomiting
first.
in the theatre.
Let's not write any storyboard. Let's not do anything. Let's not even bother, and we'll just make money off
Let's
it.
just get the rough cut of the old movie and
Literally,
cut
it's
together a new one.
terrible.
Speaking Tim Curry though, also the voice of Nigel Thornberry.
That's true.
Yeah.
I only found out.
I think
Oh,
that's
that's
such a
cool.
well-known fun fact that it's not even fun anymore.
Is it well known?
I think most
Yeah.
people know that, don't they?
I
It's still
didn't.
Reddit
fun.
now.
It's just less of a fact.
I went through 22 years of life without knowing that.
I didn't know.
That's really
That's
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't think it's any less of a fact. It's definitely
I
still
know.
true.
Yeah.
I just like thought about what you said. I was like,
I knew it had to be less of one thing, but it was still definitely fun.
But yes, Wes Anderson, genius, amaze. I actually thought like the Grand. I know it's the most recent one and probably got the most hype, but it's his favorite film of mine, and I like.
Yeah, no, I think
pretty
it's
much all of his films.
I don't love all his films, so I thought that was I thought the acting in that was really good.
Hey, how do we
Royal
on sport
Tenenbaums, my
today?
favourite film.
In
I want to
sport,
rail this. Fourth.
arts came
Oh,
fourth.
that's
Woo.
better than usual.
That's what I thought, but then let's
No,
not get
we
fourth
usually
quite
do
often,
alright.
apparently.
Is it
We
appropriate?
very rarely win, but we're always up and about.
Is it appropriate to slander now, or is that
Is
They
not
slander
okay?
us.
We've had a good history of slandering.
Fuck.
They were the worst today. Honestly, the worst
Did
sports
you-
people I've ever seen.
So
Did you
adding
hear
to the
about-
top list
I don't know
with
if I
Quentin Tarantino, are we adding?
Hear about,
I've
like,
never seen
oh,
anyone
that's
take
anyhow.
Ultimate Soul
So we
seriously.
actually have two members of executive in this room. Can we confirm the official position of the arts union is fucking or?
I would totally.
I mean,
say
look
that.
at their shirts. They already confirmed their official position as fuck arts.
No,
So
a neat disclaimer:
I
all
hate
the
that
views expressed
one.
in this podcast reflect only the opinions of the people
Of
saying
Franz.
them.
Okay, my name is Emma Clark. I am Equity VP, and I fucking hate. No. Did you hear about? Oh no, I don't. Can I say personal things?
No,
one's gonna do
no,
that.
podcast.
If I'm going to
Yes.
figure out how to use the bleep tool, and if I do, then I was like,
Bleep
I
the
don't know
whole
the
thing.
names of these things. I don't
We
know.
did you a service.
Okay.
viewers.
Oh, that's right. Because I have to like bleep. Okay, a member.
Give me a thumbs up when I should go.
just okay. No, just use a full name, and then I'll bleep all
Okay,
of later.
so an exec member named got propositioned by a person via Snapchat to have sex with him. And when he approached us on the side during Interfax Sport, he like this girl like put him down so bad. He like came over and she's like, "Oh, have you found someone else to sleep with now that I've rejected you for like the millionth time?" It was amazing. He just watched his soul break in front of me. Made my day.
Is that the guy wearing the beanie?
Yes, number 13, who like whacked into
Can we
me.
just talk about inappropriate clothes for the weather? Boiling during the middle of the day as we were playing frisbee. Everyone's obviously hot. The field is huge. Everyone's running. This guy's wearing jeans and a beanie.
Why would you do that?
I don't know what is going on in this man's
And he rolled his
brain,
jeans up
but-
to make himself like think he was cool, and it was just, and it looked like
It
the
was very
pants were
odd.
too tight, and it was just very uncomfortable for everybody.
I just thought, how are you playing sport right now? Why have you got yourself into this predicament?
Go home.
No, I think there's like a general hate for like personally. For I don't.
There's a general
I-
personal way.
There
I
is.
don't know any from buddy.
You don't
Don't
have
judge
to.
him.
You
I
don't
do.
need to. You can
Oh,
just-
You can
one
just go
of
with them.
my best
You have to
friends from
bleep
high
out the
school is
facts
from.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's going to be difficult because everyone's saying the name.
Bleep this entire conversation.
Yeah.
Can I spill Game of Thrones spoilers now?
No,
that it's being bleeped?
no,
I won't.
Some of us haven't watched it yet.
No, I was
I'm
talking about the books.
I'm still on season 1.
No.
Get with it. Anyway, I promise that this wouldn't become another Game of Thrones talk.
Yeah,
I love Game of
we
Thrones.
promise what we can deliver.
What is it? Sixth book? Sixth book when? Jesus Christ.
Sixth book in March next year.
March
Is
next
it
I
true?
reckon-
Oh, wow.
No. I'm guestimating it will be. Which probably, I
Doesn't
reckon.
he take like a year to write the whole book?
No,
Oh,
it
the
takes
rumor's
way
true
longer.
that the TV show is going to overtake the books.
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost
let's
certainly.
confirm that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How exciting.
The
I'm glad.
fourth book, and between the gap between the fourth book and the fifth book was 5 years.
The gap between the third book and the fifth book was 5 years.
He started
as
writing the
well.
series in 1999, I'm pretty sure.
1996.
No,
It's
no.
Older
taking
than
his
me.
sweet freaking time.
Wow.
I
Older
don't know.
than
Does
me.
he run it like? Is he just taking that long to think of new?
Well,
lines, or-
He's just
apparently
slow.
he only writes it when he's at his own house in his own room at his little computer desktop place where he's written all his stuff.
I was actually thinking about that this
Yeah,
morning.
which I find absurd.
He's got a little DDoS though, like it's
Yeah,
an
apparently.
old like dirty operating system computer.
He's got a
and he
very
likes
old
to do that.
processor.
Yeah, because he doesn't like it to be connected to the internet.
He doesn't like it having spell check and all that. So he's literally got like a glowing green screen, and he's as he's typing all these ridiculous
This man
words.
is incredible.
There's
He's
a
living in
video.
a different
There's a
decade.
video.
Yeah,
that
but
you
as a
can find.
result,
It's really
everyone's
funny.
like, "Oi, could you write a bit more?" And he's like, "No, sorry, I'm not at home." And they're like, "You can write anywhere."
Put it in a notebook. I don't
I
care.
just imagine like something from like you know the original sci-fi like it's like what's the one looking for? The original like aesthetic of what the future looked like from like
Yeah.
aliens.
He walks into his room in his silver jumpsuit. And he's
Isn't this the year of the
He
Back to the
reenacts
Future?
Star Trek.
Sure
Yeah.
is October
Yeah.
24th.
Where is my
Really?
hoverboard?
Marty's
Where's
coming back.
Jaws
FYI.
30?
Oh no!
Yeah,
Fun
no.
fact about the hoverboards. So apparently, who directed Back to the Future again? What's his name?
Robert Zemeckis.
There we
guy.
go. I'm pretty sure. Did he also direct Back to the Future too? I hope so.
Yeah,
He did.
Anyway,
all three.
apparently when he was
Same
doing
guy did
a
Forrest Gump.
interview, he just let slip, like as a joke, the hoverboards from Back to the Future 2 actually did exist. They're real things. It Hasbro made, but like they're kept as a market by parent groups, who like are too dangerous. And like it was meant to be a joke. This was like back in the days before the internet where you couldn't check things out very easily, and so apparently people just believed it for like 10 years that Hasbro actually made hoverboards.
that he was just cruising around his
Where's
massive
my, like-
ranch in them.
The thing I'm most sad about is that scene when they have like the mini pizza and they put it through some oven and it just enlarges it. I want that in my life. Like imagine just putting like a little ice cream and then you open it and it's like
Buy
twice the
pizza.
size.
All
No,
the
I
stuff
want-
in Spy Kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
Why
Spy Kids was pretty
can't
great.
I own it?
I love Spy
They
Kids.
put the burger and it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weird like
I
microwave
have
thing.
dreams about that.
I watched
love-
Spy Kids religiously
Same.
when I was younger.
Yeah.
How can you watch it religiously?
You watch
It was
it
like a-
every,
it was like a
you watch
service.
I just watched it
You watch it
over
once
I
every
saw,
week
um,
and you reflect on it. One day a
Didn't-
week.
Did
They're
anyone
trying to-
else
they
just
tried to
I had the
reboot it a
video,
couple
so you
years
like put it
ago.
in, watched it, then watched it, rewind, then press play again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they tried to reboot it a couple of years ago. They made Spy Kids 4.
Oh,
That's
it was
right,
shocking.
with Jessica Alba.
What
It was-
It
no.
was shocking
Really?
because you know
You've
why?
seen
That was
Carmen
the
and
worst.
Junie
Terrible.
didn't appear for most
No,
of the movie.
Yeah, no,
Jessica
Junie.
Alba, what
No,
happened to
Carmen.
her?
Carmen did.
What
The
happened
one
to
when
Jessica
they're
Alba?
like in the
Yeah.
virtual game is my
I think
favorite.
after the Fantastic Four, she kind of fell
And
away.
what is it?
Mm.
Yeah,
It was a
Like-
bad move. Bad
They're
career
remaking
move.
Fantastic.
She made a lot of bad career moves. Let's
That's
be
Like,
real.
yeah,
She's just good
I don't
looking.
know if anyone in this room was old enough to actually like understand the time other than me. But like back after one of her first movies, Into the Blue Cat, and she had like that centerfold, which was basically her in bikini
Yeah.
doing that like old pose, and like most famous picture of her. And she was like the sex object amongst like the
Yeah, for
14
sure.
to 17-year-old boy demographic for like 3
Oh,
years.
Franz, did you have a crush
14
on
to
her?
70.
17.
That's an important. That's an
You said
important
17.
graphic.
Yeah.
The 14 to 17s. We've got to get
That
on
is an
board.
important demographic. It's a big consumer group. No, I didn't. I mean, I wouldn't say I had a crush on her, but I was thinking like, yes, if I were old enough to understand what sex is, I'd want to have sex with her. But like,
Oh, that's a really good thing. Have you got like anybody that's famous that you would have sex with? Like you know what it's
Oh
called?
no,
like,
more
Thousands.
interesting is childhood crushes.
No, it's
Anyone
that
who's ever
one
won an
like if you're in a
Oscar.
relationship and you see like you have this one
Oh.
person that you can choose to break
Marlon
that
Brando.
relationship and sleep with.
No,
Marlon
like
Brando.
you were like anybody who's ever won an
I've got
Oscar,
some
and I was
sad
like,
news
Marlon
to
Brando,
tell
really?
Oh, when he was in Streetcar Named Desire
Yeah.
days.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I've got some sad
Yeah.
news to tell
President
you.
Roosevelt. No, Hitler. He was famous.
If you could like if you could pick one
Jesus.
celebrity to sleep with, who would you pick?
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, I was gonna say Ryan Reynolds.
Wow.
He's beautiful.
I'm trying to think.
Stunning.
All I know is that as a little
An
kid,
excellent actor.
Green Lantern.
I was talking to someone
Olivia
about
Wilde
this the
from
other
Tron
day.
Legacy.
Yeah, as a kid, I had a big crush on Emily Browning from A Series of Unfortunate Events, the movie.
And then she was in Sucker Punch.
Because
and
she
I
was
hated
so.
her.
That's probably why I liked that movie. I always found her cute just because she was so clever in that movie. Well, I'm not sure if she invents things in real life, so I'll have to look into that one.
No, I liked her in Series of Unfortunate Events.
Yeah, we can share.
Was she the little girl?
Can we get
She wasn't
Chad
the
on
baby,
here? We
but
can-
No, but she was like the girl.
She was the girl.
Michael.
She wasn't Jim Carrey.
Oh,
That didn't
I
turn-
love
that-
Jim Carrey.
I felt like
Would you
sleep
like
with
to
Jim-
vote Jim
That is
Carrey?
roasted.
I would marry Jim Carrey. I love him so much.
He's a good actor, actually. I really like
Just
Jim Carrey.
Inside and Out. Like there's that photo of him.
He
with
seems
the
like a very
mankini
genuinely
on.
clever person as well.
He does a very
Damon.
mean Andy Kaufman. Has anyone seen Man on the Moon?
No?
That movie is fucking great.
I
Franz.
did watch the first episode of The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. It was fucking awful.
Oh no, I saw that review and I was like, do I?
Wait, so options are Emily Browning, Ryan Gosling, and Ryan Reynolds, and maybe Jim Carrey.
It'd be really if they
and
both
also
looked up to me-
Marlon Brando, but again, there's a
Olivia
kick in the
Wilde
works.
from Tron Legacy is the perfect woman.
No, you can't keep picking people
Specifically-
from
Honestly, I know-
'cause
I
they
know
no
everyone's in
longer-
love with them. I
Have you
love
seen
Emma
Olivia
Watson so
Wilde
much.
in Drinking Buddies, which is also a very good film? You
I
guys should
have.
watch it.
Is it? I was
it's a-
always a bit nervous
it's a
about
very
it.
She
good
is
movie.
quite the dish.
Hello,
worst
Olivia
person.
Wilde. Let me
It's okay
introduce
to
you to
watch
my
it.
other sexual friend, Hitler. I'm sure the two of you will get on very well.
Okay, actually, all right, ladies in the room. If the opportunity came
Two of
up
us.
to travel back in time and have sex, nothing else, just have sex with Hitler, would you take it?
No, but I
No.
would with Stalin.
Really?
Ooh, yes.
No, it
yes.
can't- it can't
have
be
you
young
seen
Stalin.
Young
Stalin
Stalin?
is
No,
He's
he's
stunning.
Stunning. Young Stalin is
He's a
beautiful.
fucking mass
Young
murderer.
Stalin is beautiful. He
There
was
are
just
photos.
But
he
he's
was
so
just a
beautiful.
petty thief then.
But he's so
he wasn't a
dreamy.
mass murderer yet.
And
There
he
are
hadn't murdered
photos.
anyone, okay?
Like,
He was
If I could
beautiful.
go back in
Hitler,
time
however,
and
was
meet
always
Hitler,
ugly,
he'd be
so
dead.
no.
Okay.
That's legitimately someone I would
okay,
commit murder for.
you need to see this
He
photo
would ruin
though.
all of history.
I'd save a lot of
Can we run
Jews.
through this?
But imagine what
This
life
isn't
would be
now
like
just a
now.
dictator's sex game.
Think of all the good movies that wouldn't have been made. Would you
Schindler's
imagine?
List, at
Would you
least.
go back in
Let's
time
kill
and kill
millions
Hitler?
upon
No,
millions of
because
people.
So the
then we
point is,
wouldn't.
all we can do is
Stalin.
have sex
Yeah,
with, like,
true.
I'm not gonna have sex with Hitler.
Young.
I would probably
But
vomit
Stalin,
before I do
yes.
but
Alright, I'm showing
You
a
need to see
photo
this
of
picture
Stalin
of
young.
young
You need to
Stalin.
see
It's
this.
stunning.
It is.
that. Why is he no.
Have you not seen Young Stalin?
No, not interested.
I think
Oh,
Is it
there's
the
a
one?
little
Is
bit
it
of
the one with the
interest.
handkerchief?
No,
Yeah,
like
it is.
He's beautiful.
he's kind of beautiful,
looks
but then
like
I look at
Zayn.
him and then I just see mass
He does
murder.
look like
I see
Zayn,
genocide.
doesn't he?
I just see
Now
genocide.
we,
Seriously,
now we know
though.
why Zayn's ditched One Direction.
Look at
He's
that
got to
face.
jump
It's
back
Side
on
note,
that.
we now have two time periods, BZ and AZ, which
I
is
should
before
probably-
Zayn and after Zayn.
I should probably do my weekly clarification. I'm non-Nazi.
Did you know? No, there's a fun fact. Did you know that Franz has a swastika on
I
his
do
ass?
He
not
does.
have a short
We've
skirt.
all
Like
seen
the
it.
wire
Or
style?
indeed,
All
Again, I get it. It's like the
anywhere on
Tim
my
Curry
body.
thing. Like that's such an old fact that it's not even funny anymore. Like we all just know that Franz
That guy
has
from Whiplash, give it to you.
Invite any of you guys back to the podcast.
I've so said I won't be able to talk about comic books for 45 minutes on Wednesday. I gotta do it by myself like I usually do.
Would you
On
just
my
like
own
look in a
personal
mirror and
podcast.
just be like, have a conversation with
I
yourself?
laugh at my own jokes.
Oh man.
Here's a good question. Do you guys find are you guys happy to be alone? Because we were talking about this, and I'm very happy to
Yeah, I like
sit
being alone.
have nobody talk to me,
Yes,
eat
I'm
food.
Yeah, this came up after our friend told us that she never goes to eat her free paid-for meals at uni hall because she doesn't want to sit alone.
Yeah,
or be seen
I
to be
know.
alone. And I just thought I would 100% be there all the time.
I
alone.
would love to.
I love doing things
if
alone.
I like doing things alone too. But if that were an issue, the solution surely is make some friends at community hall.
I know, I
It's
also
not,
thought that
it's
was
not that.
bizarre.
It's the idea. Like I know
Yeah.
a couple people who,
Very
like,
uncomfortable.
they don't just like they don't obviously say it, but you can tell that they just don't find happiness or comfort being alone.
Yeah.
And they always
seek-
want people.
Yeah,
My significant other, whenever they see someone eating alone, whenever out at a restaurant or somewhere, like makes a big point of like, oh my goodness, that's so sad. We should go over and talk to them. And I'm like, they probably just want to eat their meal alone.
Yeah.
But like, she cannot get her head around the fact that some people are happy to eat by
Yeah.
themselves.
I love
Like to
it.
her, that's like the height of like sadness
I've gone out
and
to dinner
loneliness.
so many times by myself when my parents.
Yeah, that's
have
what I'm
been
like.
away. love it.
I the other week was about to catch up with some friends, but had half an hour before, and so I was just eating Nando's by myself in Nando's. And I was like, I can see why some people would think this was sad, but like, I'm eating delicious chicken, I've got the chips.
And I just think
it's
nothing's
great.
going wrong. I'm having
Yeah.
a great time.
No,
it doesn't mean I have no friends. I just enjoy
Yeah,
spending time by
Yeah, like
myself.
who cares what other
However,
people
if you were
think, though?
forced into, like, if you had to do things alone
Yeah.
because you had no friends, different.
Yeah, maybe it's a mixture of
Yeah.
cause and effect. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm happy
But
to
you know
do
what I
it.
mean?
One of
Like,
the
if you
nicest
couldn't help
stuff-
it.
Sorry.
No,
I was going to say
continue.
one of the nicest things I enjoy doing is coming home, sitting like and looking at the sunset, having a nice little relax by myself with a cup. of
That's
tea.
really pretty.
That's so,
lovely.
that's so beautiful. I don't know. I think I didn't actually.
Sorry,
Don't laugh,
everyone.
Fred.
Franz has just revealed his Nazi tattoo, and now he's laughing.
I don't know. I think I mostly enjoyed company of others when I enjoyed myself. Like I enjoyed.
Yeah, I get
I
that.
enjoyed like sitting alone. That was a weird wording.
We get
No,
where
we're
you're
covering
going.
for you.
Like I didn't really find happiness like until I got to sit alone and be like, yep, I'm enjoying myself. I don't need anybody, and then you enjoy other people more somehow.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
I agree.
My parents have been gone for the last 2 weeks, so I mean, at home by myself, or myself and my cat. And I mean,
Kitty cat.
Which is really inspiring.
Myself and my cat.
Just like you see friends, just like.
I like how everyone keeps revealing like intimate things they like to do when they're alone. Like there's always one other person that just laughs their head off. I both say with my cat.
I fucking love my cat. Okay,
I agree. I love being home alone with my cat.
It's really neat though. Like it always like comes to my room.
My
like,
cat is a
sits to me,
complete
and,
opposite.
crawls
I
in
walk
bed.
and try to pat it and it runs away.
Yeah, my cat crawls in bed.
One
Yeah.
day.
I hate cats.
I am
Point
terrified that I
Huh?
will
The
crush my
point is,
cat
I've
in
been
my
holding
sleep.
myself
It is
for 2
so
weeks
fucking
now.
scary.
Sorry, I've been home by myself for 2 weeks, and I've been really enjoying it. It's been just
Yeah.
Yeah.
really
Nice.
invigorating, as it were.
I guess that's why people move out. You know, at a certain point.
Also, misandry.
What?
It's alright. Not that one.
Misandry?
The hatred of men.
Yeah, there we go. What's it called again? Anthropogeny. This is fucking terrible.
It's
Misogyny and
hatred of
misogyny.
people.
No, okay. Hatred of men.
A
is-
misanthrope.
Misogyny.
No,
Misanthropy.
Misanthropy
Misanthropy.
is people.
misogyny,
Misogyny.
and
Misandry.
what?
Misogyny
just
is women.
repeating, don't worry.
Misandry is men. Misanthrope is people.
Misanthropy is people. Misandry is
Okay,
men.
yeah, I got it. Okay, misanthropy. then.
Misogyny is women.
Cool.
I'm trying to think of some other ones.
You literally echoed in the reverse.
What's phrenology? That's a completely
Oh,
different.
That's the
phrenology.
study of, like, skull
Skull
shapes.
study.
Study of skull shapes. That's it. Do you know that doesn't work? If you have a criminal skull,
Bullshit.
you're not necessarily a criminal.
Really?
That was debunked a long time ago. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
that-
if you
that
have a
scene-
collection of skulls.
Oh my
That scene
God.
from what's the-
Django Unchained.
Django, yeah.
Yeah.
Complete bullshit. It's racist.
That's like a lot
Are we
of
allowed to
movie.
swear in this? I just realised
Yeah,
I've been
I-
swearing the entire time.
Like I assume that at some point in the future we might have to stop if this podcast gets enough listeners. But
If,
for
this
now,
if the viewership
If
really
we-
starts crawling upwards.
Yeah.
um,
By like an extra 2
yeah,
people.
I've
Oh,
been
we don't
judging
believe it.
all my relationships
Too
and
quick.
friendships upon skull shape. This is
When I go up to
Why
people, I
are you
pat
doing
their
that?
heads.
which
How
is
do you know
why
your
I
skull
appreciate the
shape?
fact that James got very short hair because it allows me like tell very easily.
It's true.
Whereas Riley, I'm not sure.
That's why I do it, because I'm a cold-hearted psychopath, and I don't want you guys
Mate,
to
the
tell by
bumps,
looking
I'm
at my
throwing
head.
everything off.
Yeah, I was set on being a bank
You're
robber.
one.
Like,
Or
am I
the
supposed
So I was
do
like,
now?
oh wow, Riley, your hair's so crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm crazy as well. Don't you dare look at my skull shape.
Wait, do that again. For a second, you had like the perfect Leonardo DiCaprio look going.
Thank you. I do look
For
like
a
Leonardo
second.
DiCaprio.
You don't.
That is also someone I would have sex with.
I'm not
Younger
interested,
one, or
Natasha.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yes.
I've never been really that
Young-
keen
young
on
I
Leo.
don't
Leonardo
know why I
DiCaprio.
have. I don't know why.
I mentioned this last podcast as well, I think. I love the movie Titanic, because that was, as a kid, that was my VCR replay 100 times. So big fan of DiCaprio.
That or Bruce Almighty
and
for me.
and sinking ships.
Bruce Almighty.
And
all the
death.
way.
I just
Death
love it when
in general.
boats sink.
Yeah, I really love
When
it.
people die.
And
And I've
people-
seen Gilbert Grape.
Coincidentally,
Yes.
I'm not allowed
I've
to freak
never-
So
out.
Yes.
good in that movie.
I
Yes,
have
he
never
is
seen
very
Gilbert
good.
Grape, to be honest.
Well, that's his second Oscar nomination.
Yeah, apparently they were like so convinced that he was mentally retarded
That they put
that
him
they
in
were
Titanic.
surprised when he turned up on the red carpet and he was fine.
That's pretty impressive.
So everyone, I'm going to check to see. I haven't actually been tying us. I'm going to check where we're at.
No, you mean you haven't actually been recording, and I was like, okay, bye.
Someone
this is
rang
a-
me and I don't know who it is.
Another one of those non-spoilers, because people listening to this know exactly how long we've been going for. So this is just 30 seconds of really dull entertainment for them.
Yeah, people were like,
All right, I'm going to guess. I reckon about 38 minutes.
47. We got about 10 minutes.
Wait, how long?
47?
47.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
over time.
No,
How long does it go for? An hour?
we only have an hour, give or take.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
right. It's a podcast.
If you've listened to 40 minutes of this, you're going to be fine listening to another 20 minutes.
yeah.
Another
If
question.
you listen to 4 minutes of this and like you fought over and broken your hip whilst leaving the video on.
Oh my goodness.
The telephone's just out of reach. I dropped my emergency buzzer. Help.
oh no, I'm still so hungry.
Why
for
don't you
meat.
guys talk about your quiz night tonight? About how Xavier was in a
Because-
really revealing dress that I saw.
I would
last
love to
night.
flog the quiz night tonight, but the pity is that this probably won't be uploaded within the next 3 days.
Oh well, you can just talk about how awesome it's going to be and like.
But how awesome it was.
Yeah.
Oh wow, didn't we have a wild night on Wednesday?
We did.
You know, we did all that.
And
all that
the
wild
the
stuff.
Are you
crazy
going as a
thing
drag
that
queen or a dragon?
I'm not sure. I might try go with more of a dungeon
How-
because everyone seems to be going with
How do you
drag.
go dress as a dragon? That's a very elaborate costume.
You just like cover yourself in scales, or like you just.
You just simply
Isn't
cover
as easy as
yourself
I
in
think you're making it
scales.
sound.
Or you could just put like dragon ears on and like
Oh,
fire.
I'll just go into my scale
Dragon
room and
ears.
cover myself in glue.
Dragon ears aren't a thing.
You can just make
it
them.
depends.
You can make
It
them.
depends.
Well, they're not
The
distinct.
theme last year was cowboys and
Tailors.
indie kids, and that was well received. I think.
Oh.
I think it's
I
because
bought a
it's quite.
ticket and then didn't end up going. 'cause
That would
I
have
was
been so
like,
easy to do as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Indie
and then we're
kids.
like cowboys and indie kids, and we had those as drag queens, and next year all I have is like cops and robins, but anything else.
And robins.
Like
Yeah,
as in the bird.
the bird or the
People
Batman
come
sidekick.
birds.
I don't know.
I feel like this is becoming more and more limiting every year. Like, I'm going
Yeah.
to struggle to get a
We've
drag costume. Indie was pretty easy. I feel like there's no chance I'll get a robin costume.
Well,
You
I
should just
thought-
go dress as a bird and be a robin.
I thought like
Again, I think that's quite cheap.
two ideas.
You can go into my room of feathers and
One feather and just roll around.
Or if you're listening in, why not send an email to artsumpodcast@gmail.com.
Why don't you send us a letter to I dropped my emergency beacon at
Is that
Box.
actually the email of the podcast for real, or are you just kidding?
We have
No.
so many.
Oh,
emails.
okay,
Why
sorry,
don't we
I
open up
obscured
like
that.
an advice segment on it? Like just
Oh.
going off the idea of
Okay.
Yes, and we sit here and respond on.
Does
the
anyone want
podcast.
any advice just within the room?
Sure.
I don't have any questions, but does anyone want me to give them
Yeah,
advice?
someone.
Okay.
Yeah, I love giving.
I
advice.
have
My
one.
first piece of
Okay,
advice is
okay,
ask
alright.
someone
I have
else.
one. I have one. So, would you
Rather.
rather no? Say you're in a position where you've done something that will cause a lot of problems for your like surrounding friendships if it gets out.
Have you gossiped about how much you hate?
No, that's very clear, and they know how much I hate them, so that's okay. No, like, say you did something that was like, will hurt another person, just specifically a person, but you don't know if like, you haven't told anybody about it clearly, but like, say it's like, if it did come out, do you reckon I should say something or I should just leave it? It's not like huge, like I haven't killed anybody or anything.
No.
Sounds really bad, but like,
Just really hurt their feelings.
I think it would.
One
So-
specific person.
But they don't know yet.
Yeah, they don't
So
know.
immediately I would ask, what's the chance of it getting out?
I don't know. See, I'm unsure. Like,
Lie about us. Like, yeah.
but what if this
Yeah,
is
that's
somebody
true.
who you
I
don't
suppose.
want to like lie to?
Then, but why would you
Then
want
just
to
be
lie to
honest. I
someone?
mean, it's better
But
to be
like, I
honest
don't
than
want
be-
I don't want the repercussions of losing a potential
Do
friendship.
you care about their feelings?
Is it that bad?
I don't know because you can't
Yeah,
really like
alright.
You can't
you can't
gauge how much
measure
something
it.
is going to affect someone.
You
It's
can't
hard.
measure it because you can't go out and be like, hypothetically, if I was to do this,
Hypothetically,
they'd be like,
if I did this, yeah,
Would you be
alright, I
offended?
did do that.
Well, you
Right.
could. What if you threw it off onto
Hypothetically, I
another
were having
person?
an affair with Ali.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be so mad with you, but but it's a hypothetical, so that's alright. So we're still mates. Yeah, I
Want
don't
to go
know.
to the pub later, too? Oh, sweet.
Hey, are you
Yeah.
cool to take Ali home?
like, I'm just curious, like, what would everyone just like leave it alone?
Yeah, I probably have a bit of like a psychopathic outlook on things. I'm so much more lying to people.
I just don't. I'm not a liar. Like I
Yeah.
don't
I
want.
feel
It's
like-
not lying. I'm just keeping it from them because I don't want to hurt them.
I feel like
but I
you've
didn't
got-
do it to hurt them. It was just like it happened, and it wasn't like I don't regret it or it wasn't an accident. But it was like I don't know if it would have hurt them. I'm not too sure.
Well, I guess you've got three options, right? You can not say anything, and that's the one you choose if it's not going to go anywhere, like no one's going to tell anyone. The second option is to pretend that you're telling the truth and lie about it so that they think they've heard the truth and therefore don't care anymore. And the third option is to actually tell the truth, right?
Do you think he had like valid reasons for doing it, and would they understand those reasons?
No.
Bear in mind, this is
No,
actually
I
being
don't
like,
know.
distributed in public, right? So
Yeah, like...
Yeah, but no one.
if the person might
Wait,
be
no,
after-
we're actually going to bleep the entire last 10 seconds.
No, like
Except
there's
for
nothing.
Franz
Like
is
nothing
having
I've
an
Hey,
said.
thanks for listening, everybody. Okay, bye.
Like nothing I've said has made it obvious to anything.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
done.
no, I've
Okay,
got no
okay,
idea. I'm
fair
still trying to figure out if it's me.
Is it
your,
me that
your
will
good
do
old
that?
friend Riley.
Good old friend. No, I'm just like it's not like I've done anything like bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would hurt them, but that's the problem. Like I don't know
That's
how
fair.
they'd react.
Have you told anyone?
Yes,
How did
How
they
many people
react?
specifically?
2.
I can just sit on it for a
How
while. Think
I-
about
many
it.
yeah,
people
I
are
would
they
say
likely
just
to
sit on
tell?
Pardon?
How many people are they likely to tell? Because you know if you tell somebody...
One of
always
them
gonna
I
get
know
right.
will never say anything.
Dead men tell no secrets.
The other one, whilst under the influence of alcohol, I don't know.
So it's
Yeah.
No, it's not. You got to bleep that out. That's no, it's not. happening.
Yeah, I can just sit on it and think about it.
But I've been
and
thinking about
repent.
it. It it's been 4 months.
Oh, what?
Holy shit, sit on it. Sit on it. Bury it so
Jesus.
deep.
Oh, if it's been
You
4 months
forget
and
it
it's still a
yourself.
thing, I reckon you should
But-
bring it up. I reckon if it's been 4 months and it's still been worrying you, then the friend will understand that you are sorry because it's been eating away at you for that long.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not been eating
I
away
don't know,
at
if
me
someone
so
told me
much. It's
something
that
maybe
people,
it's just been
like,
nibbling.
the
ages
reaction
later,
I've
I'd be
been
like,
getting is that I
waited
should
for me
feel
to be
bad and I
okay
should
with
say
it.
something,
Also-
but I never felt that way
Isn't there
originally.
some statute of limitations where if you get away with it for like
But it's
Only
not
another
like- it's
8
not like
months and
I
what,
wait for
8
six,
years
wait for
and
6.
8 years.
I feel
8
like
months.
I've been able to like not have to bring it up because it's not been something that's like around a lot. Whereas
Yeah, there's no
if it
reason to
was
bring it
brought
up.
into the situation, like it will be recent, like soon, then I don't know what will happen, and that's why I'm.
Wait,
like,
so there's a chance of it coming out?
no, I don't
Hasn't-
know.
It hasn't come out over 4 months. I reckon if they ask you directly about it, maybe front up, but like
Yeah,
otherwise,
that was my original like. If
Yeah.
they ask me,
If
I'm
they
not
asked
gonna
you
lie.
directly, don't lie.
But they're never gonna ask me.
Okay, well then just sit on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
You reckon?
And if someone for some
Franz.
reason told them and they came and asked you directly, you don't lie.
friends, every 2 months I
'Cause
do
then you're
ask
not
my
hiding
mates if they're having an affair with
Yeah, but
Alan.
I am hiding. But I've done this
There's
before.
a-
Like
there's
I've
a
never.
reminder on your phone.
I've never like not actually. I've never. Okay, so I can tell you this situation because it doesn't. Like this is another example. I've done something like this before where I've slept with somebody, and I didn't want it to get out at all because I didn't really know what was going on. One of my friends found out. I'm not going to say who she is, but she approached me, and I told her the truth after she told me she already knew, and she was kind of upset that I didn't tell her because she had to find out through other sources, which is what
Yeah.
I'm worried about because in this other person's situation,
I reckon
I don't want the same thing.
It's worse if they find out from someone else.
That's
Like if they're going to find out you weren't to be from you.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like
Yeah.
you guys are all like, just sit on it.
It's
But what
been
if
4
it does
months
get
now,
out?
so if you tell me,
Yeah.
by the way, it's happened 4 months ago, I never told you, that's problematic.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
I don't think it is. I think if you say it happened 4 months ago and it's really been eating away at me and I haven't found a way to talk to you because I value you as a friend.
I don't know.
And I really want us to
So
be able
now
to go
you
to
think I
quiz
should
night
say
tonight
it?
together.
I don't know what to do. Like I don't. It's not like eating away at me, but I feel like.
Is it nibbling away at you?
No, like it
Is it
fluctuates.
licking
Like
you and
I don't-
slowly wearing you down?
I don't think about it until like one of the two people I
Yeah,
tell
right.
rub it in my face, and then
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, maybe I should say something, and then I'll think about it and stew on it, and then I'll be like, and then it will like go away again, and then
This
it will
got
happen.
way too personal.
If you
No,
want
but I'm
any
not
other
talking about it. It's like
If you do want any other of your pressing issues,
answered really inconclusively.
yeah, like that did not help me at all.
terrible ones by committee. There are. Remember to
You
send us
literally
those
gave me the
emails.
same thing where like one person was like, say something, the other one was like, no, actually don't. No, wait, yes, no, wait.
We got a good bombshell about Franz and Ali though. I think that's the best.
Ali, if you're listening to this,
I know you're as shocked as I am.
Oh gosh.
we should probably wrap up out soon. Before we do, any ideas for the theme song for the episode then?
I reckon you should do my graduation song, the Friends song, because it's in my head.
I think you should do a
What
song.
have we talked about? Oh, dude, don't hold back from the car ride.
No.
No, do blame it on the alcohol.
Don't hold back.
You should not be the singer.
Is there anybody out there?
Alcohol. Just because that song is so bad.
Do you reckon if we
Shout,
put a
shout,
thing
shout,
into
shout,
Russell
shout,
Crowe's
shout,
people to
shout,
sing
shout,
that
shout.
song?
Everybody. Sorry.
Might just choose something randomly from
Shots.
and Shuffle.
Yeah,
No,
just put
not
shots.
shots. That's fucking awful.
Bark.
Wagner.
Oh, what about that song they used in that
Mozart's.
big beer ad with the mouth?
Wait,
that
do we have
opens?
any announcements? Anyone? Anything needs to be said?
Come to Pitch Crawl.
Set your skin tone on the emojis. Fuck.
All right.
That's true.
This
I
is a
think we're done.
PSA.
Yay!
Bye.
This has and is still Riley Hughes.